So maybe there could be some incremental upside there. But Yogesh Mehta joins in. He is the Associate Vice President Equities of Motilal Oswal. Yogesh, hi, good morning, and thanks so much for joining in. You know, there are some mixed signals that are coming in from the government as far as the long-term capital gains is concerned. So that could bring about some uncertainty in the market today. But how are you trading it as we are heading into or rather, this is the start of the expiry week as well?
Yeah, good morning. Since the fresh announcement and the keep on coming since last 1.5 months, but on trading side on the Nifty front, we have seen a technical level it has been breached, and now we are waiting for 7900. So far, the closing is 7986, and even if we open down gap down opening by 25-30 points, then also we are looking at 7880, 7000 as the immediate support for the day, and then keeping 8050 should be the upside range for the market. And overall trading should be on a bearish side. Our view is on a bearish way that breaching of 1700 can further drag down Nifty to 7820 to 7750 level further. So that way we are on a bearish side.
Okay. Well, Yogesh, there are some specific stocks that have been rising for the past couple of months for specific reasons. You know, the metal companies. Then there's, of course, Biocon, which has been a standout performer. IGL has been a standout performer. In any of these, could there be profit taking because there has not been profit taking?
On the technical setup doesn't seems to be, because Biocon has got some the pattern is such that there is no visibility of any further trend opportunity, whether it will be continuing on the upside or no. But consolidation will be on between 975 to 920 level, and right now it is near to support level of 928, 930 levels. So avoid those. But the slow and steady momentum is in Power Grid, which is not so volatile like what other names we have spoken to right now.
Sorry, Power Grid.
But Power Grid, yeah.
Okay.
So currently it has taken a good support around 179, 180, and it is also, it is hardly corrected by 7-8% from the all-time high. So we are recommending buy with, 182 is the current price, keeping 195 as a target and 178 as a stop loss. So that would be a good risk to reward opportunity of a trade.
Sure. Okay. Just hold on to that thought. We'll come back. We need to discuss some more stocks that were in the news. As I mentioned, Divi's Laboratories was by far the biggest loser last week, down 22% on Friday after the UK or rather the US health regulator made some critical observations on the company's Vishakhapatnam plant. Surjit Pal, the pharma analyst at Prabhudas Lilladher, joins in now to talk about that. Surjit, hi, good morning. The pre-opening rates are indicating that the stock could fall some more. In your assessment, how high is the possibility of this entire issue escalating into either a warning letter or an import alert?
I think going by the details of what USFDA observed, I think there is a very strong possibility that those observations could convert into warning letter or import alert, because those comments are pretty strong, and in a way or the other, they are indicating to the data falsification.
Okay, what's your price target then, Surajit?
Divis, I have no coverage. I'm just giving you after my understanding of what USFDA has said. So that is my analysis.
Okay, then let's get to the other stock, Cipla. It's got permission in UK for Seraflow. How are you rating that stock?
I think, this is the news which has been waiting, at least personally I am waiting since 2010. That much I can tell you. So it is eagerly
It's big
waited.
News then.
Yeah, yes. But the point is that they have got it. That is fine. But I think which is more crucial is that whether their product will be allowed to replace by pharmacist level the original product, which is Seretide or Advair. Now that will decide about the success, because UK market is 95% is tender-based market, and everybody has to participate in the NHS tender. So if your product is not interchangeable, then NHS cannot buy the Cipla's product to replace their procurement of Seretide. So if it is not there, then success will be very mute, very tepid. and if it is there, then it will be huge. So I'm just waiting. I have not got any kind of confirmation that it is a interchangeable product.
Okay. Just coming back to that point you were making about Divi's as to how this issue could escalate into a warning letter or an import alert, that would really be catastrophic for the stock, because this is a stock that has given great returns to investors, but now in just one day it's lost 2 years of gains. Any kind of analysis on what the EPS impact of this could be for Divi's Labs?
See, at least I think back of the envelope calculation was at least they will lose 10% of FY18. But more than anything else, what it will have a economic impact for the company is that, when a CMO manufacturer or contract manufacturers has the impact of this kind of observations or this kind of comments is very high, because any of their client will not take the risk of their product to be caught, because of the quality issues, because they will be losing the market share. So if they could not resolve it in shorter period of time, I think the bigger clients will be looking for alternative options for manufacture their major product. So I think that will be the issue, even if those other units are out of bound from this kind of observations. But CMO reputation is huge risk.
Okay. Fair enough. Surajit Pal, thank you very much for joining us with your take on both Divi's and on Cipla. The markets have not shown a very nervous opening. It's about 0.25% lower, 7965. That's perhaps the lowest level it has touched all of last week, but that's not still saying much. This is not a traded rate. Let us remember, this is the bid rate and it's 0.25% down. The traded rate, the SGX Nifty, was indicating about 0.5% downtick, and we'll play that up again for you. It's important to keep that on the radar as well, and let's see whether the SGX Nifty indicated a slightly more important mark for the index. Okay, now it's only 0.33%, 29 down. All right, that's important to bear in mind. Yogesh, we still have to discuss your stocks with you. You have sells on Tata Steel and Yes Bank.
Yeah, Tata Steel has, pure on the non-ferrous metal side, it has corrected now 434, and it is a big correction, and it has broken all the support level and the moving averages. So current closing is 391. We are looking at short sell opportunity here, keeping 400 as a stop loss, and target would be between around 375 to 376 levels. And on the buy side from the IT sector, which is Mindtree, currently it is quoting at 497, and it has shown a mature continuous pattern. We are looking at slightly longer term, not intraday, but 540 could be the target, keeping 478 as a stop loss in Mindtree.
Okay, thanks for that. Well, we have 4 more minutes before the markets open for the day. And for now, it's just an indication that there would be a 20-point cut on the Nifty. That's what pre-opening is suggesting. The Bank Nifty is down almost 0.3%. Kunj, the month of December has been specifically brutal for the cement stocks. I mean, names like UltraTech Cement have fallen about 15 to 20% this month. How do you approach that space over the next couple of months?